up my people, it's your girl Irene Bash. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, kindly subscribe and click on the notification bell to get notified when I post my videos. So today, their most awaited video on Cayman Islands, how to relocate to Cayman Islands, how to work in Cayman Islands, how to visit Cayman Islands. And you guys, you know that Cayman Islands is a how can I say, it's a tax haven country or an island. So sit back, relax and enjoy. So cheers to, if you have the opportunity to come to the island, you're welcome, baby girl. So there are different ways of coming to the island. One is through a work visa or a work permit, and two is through visit. The rest, we only know the two because both of us, we came through
the work permit.
Work permits.
Right.
So if basically we're going to touch on if you're a Kenyan, because we are both Kenyans, and if you're a Kenyan and you're in Kenya or you are anywhere in the world, maybe Gulf, and you like to come to the island. So this is our experience. This is my experience. The first time I came to the island, I was working in Dubai, and from Dubai I used to apply for jobs through this work platforms and stuff. So I applied through, I think, Caterglobal. So you go to Caterglobal and then they will redirect your application to the hotel or to the industry you're applying for.
So guys, we usually have two types of work permits. We have the temporary work permit, which is 3 months, and of course we have the grant permit, and that usually depends on the company. So it can be like for 1 year or for 2 years. So guys, you have to start first with the work temporary permit as you come to the island. Then after that, if you will pass like your probation period, now they can proceed and give you the grant permits. Okay guys, so it's very simple. It's just
you need to be a hard-working person. So they'll give you 6 months to show what you can do. And then so in between the 3 months, so you have 3 months, then they will extend it for another 3 months, then you'll be confirmed for your position. And then after that, they will apply for grant. It's called a grant permit, but there are so many things involved. So for me, I said I was in Dubai, so they sent me paperwork. I had a lot of paperwork. Medical, you have to do medical, you have to do all the scanning, what is it called?
The drug test also.
Drug test, my friend.
Especially that place. You have to be very careful. You have to be sober.
Yeah, they will send you a drug test. You have to do a drug test. You have to do tuberculosis, I think, and the lungs, your lungs. Yeah, so many health. They are so concerned about health issues here. And then what else did they send me? And then you're supposed to send the documents or your results with DHL, not through email. They need the hard copies, not the soft copies. So we had to send it I had to send mine from Dubai to here, and then they will let you know we received your documents. We're going to check your documents and apply for your work permit. So fingers crossed that you receive your permit, because depending on your paperwork, it will determine if you will get it or not.
That's true.
Then yours, you're applying from?
Oh, I used to work in Turkey, so I had taken a long time before I went for vacation, so I opted first to go to Kenya. So that's the time I started my paperwork.
So you did your paperwork from Kenya?
Yes, so I had also to send my documents through DHL. So imagine from Kenya to come here, so it was like a long process.
Yeah, and it's expensive. Yeah, it's
exactly,
expensive.
Yes. And of course they have to weigh the documents, so the more documents you have, you have to pay.
And then the permit will take like 3 days to be out. So mine took 3 days, and then now the struggle the struggle.
Oh, yours took 3 days. It
3
depends.
days. Also depends.
So they usually have like the express one. I think it's more expensive, or they can put just the regular one, which takes like almost like a month.
If they need you urgently,
exactly.
they do express.
Okay. Like the express. So.
Okay, mine took 3 days. After 3 days, they send me. And the funny thing, we used to converse. We used to communicate through email. So funny thing, I'm seeing your starting date is this date, but that date is in 2 weeks. And I sent the email to the HR. What do you mean my starting date is this date? And I didn't even book my ticket. I didn't even do anything. Nobody even told me.
And you have the visa yet? Did you have yours?
So now you filled out all your documents, you've sent them over, and you receive your offer letter. So now you need to buy a flight ticket. My friend, this where you need to changamka, because we have a lot of so it's either you have US visa, or you have UK visa, or you don't have nothing. Then that's how that's when it's gonna depend if how long it will take you to arrive the island. So for me personally, I didn't have any visa. I only had my blue passports. So from Kenya to Paris, as Kenya, if you I think if you have a Kenyan passport and you're just transiting through France, you don't need a visa. You don't need a transit visa, so you can just go through. So my route was from Kenya to Paris, Paris to Cuba, Cuba to Cayman. Do you know how many days? You know how many days it took me? I left Kenya on 23rd, 11 p.m. I arrived in Cayman Islands on 23rd? No, I left Kenya on 21st. On 21st at 11 p.m. and I arrived on the island on 23rd. My friends, on 23rd. And then there's a time difference. You're supposed to be ready.
8 hours.
Yeah, Kenya is 8 hours. 8 hours ahead, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So you need to go through all that. So from Kenya to Paris, I didn't need any visa. From Paris to Cuba, as Kenyans, it's visa on arrival. They just ask you what is your purpose. Are you exiting? Are you transiting through Cuba to Cayman? You said yes, and then they just stamp your visa and you stay there for 24 hours and you fly the next day. So for me, that was it. And you need to if you miss your flight from Cuba to Cayman Islands, you need to stay in Cuba Island. You need to stay in Cuba for a week, because the flights here are only one flight per week.
And the language barrier, these people, they don't speak English.
Yeah, Cuban people, even at the airport, they had to bring me, they had to call someone to translate what I was saying. So give us your experience, how you came.
Mine was the worst, guys. Let me tell you what happened. So before I came here, I never had the visa for my 2 first flights. So my first flight was from Kenya to Munich, that's to Germany.
And you don't have a visa?
I didn't have a visa. Let me tell you, I thought it's that easy. So when I went there, in the airport, the guys asked for the Schengen visa. So I was like, I'm not gonna have 2 days. It's just a few hours, so I'm not even going outside the airport. So the guy said, hey, you need that visa. You can't board the plane. Wow. So let me tell you, I tried all my best.
You cried?
I didn't even cry. I was trying to be strong, but I was just please, 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 I was pleading them. So they said, we can't help you, madam. Those people, madam, we can't help you. You just have to go look for the visa and come back. Imagine, your family came and took you to the airport.
And you're going back.
And they left. You have to find your own means and go back home. You just knocking the door. It's me.
Wow.
So anyways, I didn't give up. I booked another flight. That time it was I was to transit to Switzerland. Guess what?
So you didn't go back to Kenya?
I went back to Kenya, but I stayed like 3 days or something. Then I booked another one.
So your flight ticket is all done?
Yes.
All the money is gone?
All the money was gone.
And guys, we didn't forget, without forgetting, the flight tickets are expensive. Like mine, I think I paid almost $3,000 for one way. Because you have a lot of flights. I don't know about her. It's expensive.
Yeah, mine was expensive too. So I never gave up. I want to see these Cayman Islands. So I was dying like, I can't stay. So another flight. So I was to transit through Switzerland. So it's like the same airlines. The ones who goes to Germany, it's like the ones who goes to Switzerland. So I think these people, they knew this madam is the same one. So even before I check in, hey madam, where is your visa? I said, I don't have the visa. So guess what happened? So they told me it's okay. They just checked me in. You see the gate where you have the gate on top upstairs?
Yeah.
So that at least you go to...
Oh, they checked you in?
They checked me in and they told me to go upstairs. I was waiting now the gate numbers and stuff.
Oh my God.
So at the entrance, they said, please give us your passport. Just stay aside and wait for the manager. I stayed there for like almost 1 hour, waiting. Like 2 minutes before the flight left, the manager is coming. I missed the flight. I saw it going, like, you know.
And they knew you have a flight?
Yes.
And they're still keeping you?
They delayed me there waiting.
On purpose?
Yes. So now the procedure to exit the place now from upstairs to go down, like to exit. Hey, let me tell you, they had to take me through those back doors because I could not go to the front. I had to go to the back doors. Even I don't know how those people were taking me. Anyways, I missed that flight.
So what did they tell you? What was the reason?
They just said that it's not allowed to go without visa. That was the only thing. After checking me in, I was like, okay, you should have told me that you're not going to check me in. I don't have to waste my time. Because at least I could have alerted my family, people to wait for me outside. So I took a taxi, I went back home. 2 flights, they are gone. Anyway, now I had to do the procedure, like the right procedure. I had to apply for the UK visa. So it was like 3 weeks.
And don't forget, people on the island, they are waiting for her.
Yes, and I'm
because her permit is still counting. We told you about, we have 2 permits. Temporary, so temporary is counting.
Yes, so anyway guys, my work permit was like a month to expire. And the process, you see, it's like 3 weeks. So it's like 1 week so that I can come. And you know, that time I had not paid my ticket. It's very expensive. I lost my 2 flights. I have to look for some money. So what I did, these people, they say that they have to extend the permit like for 3 more months. So luckily they did that for me and I came through the right procedure. I came through UK.
So you got your visa?
Yes, finally I did. But imagine wasting all that money. So guys, I would love to tell you the truth. Just make sure you have the visa to be sure that you will not miss the flight. And at least to save your money. But anyway, you have those shortcuts. The ones my friend...
So mine was a shortcut?
Yes, because you don't want to wait for the long process for the visa because it's taking time. You just want, like, your work permit comes today, like it's out today, and tomorrow you want to fly. That's very possible. But if you have to go through the visa process, like for the transit visa, you have to wait longer.
Ah, okay.
Yes, so that's the difference.
But for you, from Kenya to UK, no, from Kenya to Cayman, how long did it take you? 24 hours or 48 hours?
I think it was like 24 hours.
So see, that's the difference. 24 hours, and mine was almost 3 days.
Like 24 hours, yes.
Ah, okay. So you're on the island. What to expect? One thing. The island is very expensive, huh? You need to bring money. Chop my money, chop my money. You need to bring more money, I'm telling you. So this island is a little bit expensive, even though we don't have taxes in most of the things, but I think that's the reason. you don't have taxes, and then the things are expensive. Like accommodation, I will tell you, accommodation is very expensive. For instance, something like studio. You know, the studio is like, you don't have a separate bedroom. It's just one room,
Yes.
and you only have the kitchenette. Is not even a kitchen; it's a kitchenette. That will go for around $1,500.
Yes, that's very expensive.
So, accommodation, food, transport, and your personal needs. So bring more money.
And the utility bills.
Utility bills.
Ooh.
So utility bills is like water, is like electricity, is like internet,
Wi-Fi.
yeah, things like that. But if you get used to the island, the life is good. The life is sweet. The life is comfortable. You'll feel good. Because I remember the first time I came to the island, I had to share with friends because they were telling me this is how much you're supposed to pay for the rent, and that time I don't have enough money, so I had to share with friends. I think it was something close to similar to bed space,
Yes.
where you just have your own space and then for just sleeping. So imagine you are 5 in the house, someone has a 6 a.m. shift, you have a 8 a.m. shift, another person has a 1 a.m. shift. So everyone will be waking at a different timing. So if you're a light sleeper, you cannot have a comfortable sleep. It was really hard for me on the first month. I think it was really weird. And another thing, talk about transport.
Ooh.
Talk about transport, because transport here is crazy. Buses will stop running at 9.
Yes, that's true. And maybe your shift is till 11 or midnight. Maybe you have to call a taxi, or maybe find someone who will be able to come for you. It's very expensive, guys. So you have to be prepared just to make sure that you'll be comfortable in the island. Guys, so that's more about the island. In case you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach me, Nancy Clayton Adventures, on my YouTube channel, or you can of course you can DM me on my Instagram. It's Nancy Jockey 87. Okay, guys. Yeah.
And if you want us to do another video, this Nancy, she wants us to end the video here. We didn't even finish. Anyways.
Well, cut short.
No. Anyways, guys, if you have more questions, write them on the comment section, and we will do another video showing you guys about the Cayman Island. We will take you to a
Different
trip,
places,
yeah, different places, because the island is really small. It's really small. I think we have 71,000.
Yes.
Only 71,000 people on the island. So if you have questions, write them down. We will do another video. We have chicken here, but we don't call them chicken, we call them roasters. We have, what else? Different thing. We have different climate here. We have za mvua, hiyo ya wind. Hurricane.
Storms.
We have hurricane. You see our windows? We have shutters. Thank you guys for watching. This comes to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you grasped some information. If you'd like to know more about the island, how to relocate to the island, kindly watch on the video, give it a thumbs up, and DM me. I'll be happy to assist, okay? Until next time, bye. Love you.